Most people think that buying their first house is going to cost them an astronomical amount. They think 20% down, 30% down, and they think they're going to get a really high interest rate. Well, I'm here to tell you that your very first house doesn't have to be that way. And I know that because I have house hacked three at this point, and I'm going to tell you everything from top to bottom about how to get started in house hacking. And what exactly is house hacking? House hacking is where you buy a house, move into it, and then you rent out the unused space. And you might be thinking, oh my goodness, I can never live with anybody else. Stop right there. I'm going to tell you three different ways that you can house hack where you never have to have anybody in your space. The first type is detached, meaning you could have an accessory dwelling unit in the backyard, for example. So you live inside the house and then somebody else lives inside the ADU. Or alternatively, you can live inside the ADU and then the person that you're renting to can live inside the house. The second type is attached, which means you basically share walls. You could buy a duplex, triplex, or a quadplex. Or you could even rent out your basement unit. Alternatively, you could convert a garage and you could rent out the garage unit as a mother-in-law suite or a rental suite, and then you could live in the house. The third type is what I would say is house hacking on steroids, which is what we do, and that is called co-living. So what we do is we buy a house, we live in one or two rooms, and then we rent out all of the other rooms individually. So instead of having one person rent from you, you might have three people renting from you inside of your home. Obviously, for co-living, you'd have to share spaces, and that may not be ideal for you, but definitely doing a detached or attached might fit your style if co-living just isn't it. What's beautiful about this is you can use that rental income to offset your mortgage. So if you do it right, you can live for free or cheaply. Most people pay 33% of their income or more for housing costs. So living cheaply or living for free is a win in my book. You might be thinking, I can't even qualify for a house. There are so many different loan products out there to get you started as a first-time home buyer. For something like a duplex or a quadplex, you can actually use up to 75% of the income, the projected income from those other units in order to qualify for that property. So that's a pretty cool tool. And yes, you would have to become a landlord in order to make this work. But are you willing to give a little bit of your temporary comfort for that long-term financial gain that you would get through house hacking? If you want to stop feeling trapped by your housing costs, subscribe to the channel and watch this video right here. If you are wondering how in the heck am I going to fund my very first house hack, I have just the information for you.